Okay, this is Miss Collins, aka Miss Tell Like It Is 48 the T. Now, whenever I'm making one of these kind of videos, you know that I'm very, very angry. New York City Housing Authority. I'm very, 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 very extremely angry. And I know some of you are saying, well, why don't you move? Why don't you move? Why don't you move? That's like saying to Rosa Parks, why don't you just get up and go in the back seat? Or saying to Harriet Tubman, why don't you just escape and just leave all the rest of the slaves there and let them handle their own business? Or saying to Moses, if you are biblical, if you are a Christian, why would you even go back to Egypt and save those Hebrews? Or saying to Martin, the late great Martin Luther King, why did you even... So who's going to pave the way? Somebody needs to pave the way. Somebody needs to pave the way. Somebody needs to be the voice. Someone needs to speak. And since I don't hear anybody else speaking about this situation, I'm going to speak about mine. So when there is a positive turnaround regarding me and my apartment and my little boy, don't fucking ask why. Don't ask for why she got this and why she got that. Don't ask why. Because she didn't sit on her ass. Okay? She went to another level. I escalated my issue. I let myself be heard. In addition to this, New York City Housing Authority, let me show you something. You see that picture right there? Okay. That's my kids. Those are my children. Okay? My kid is active duty military, which means the person he reports to, his commander-in-chief, is the president. It's the president. So if I'm not okay, my kids is not okay. And if my kids ain't okay, the president ain't okay, and you're not going to be all fucking K. So you better dig deep. I don't care if you got to go to President Trump and ask him for one of his apartments to give to me. Do it. Dig deep. Anyway, why? Because I'm thorough. You see this? This is my little boy, Jacob. This is when he was in the hospital with that pneumonia in his lungs, okay? Okay. When he was in the hospital with the pneumonia in his lungs. He's in the hospital. Okay? When I say thorough, I'm talking about on the 23rd. This is when he complained about his stomach ache. I took notes from the day he entered into the hospital. 24th. He was admitted into the hospital. I'm going to show you when he was admitted. He was admitted into the hospital on the 27th. It's Jacob. On the 27th, he was admitted into the hospital. Okay. So, New York City Housing Authority, you came to the building and started your asbestos abatement on the 23rd. That was your first posting. And on this day, this is when he complained about the stomach aches. He woke up in the morning, he said, Mommy, I don't feel well. And that is when all of your fucking debris and shit from your asbestos abatement on the roof was on his little bed. It was on his fucking bed. Then on the 24th, okay, he became sick. Extremely sick. Fever of 104.5. Okay? He became sick. He went downhill, downstream. Doctors calls in the wee hours of the night. I'm calling the doctor. I'm calling the doctor. I'm calling the doctor. Taking him to the emergency room. As you can see, took him to the ER at 10:15 p.m. Seen by the doctor. Was given antibiotic doses and stuff. Okay? I administer it based upon his instruction. I kept on top of what's going on with my son. I didn't sleep 1 inch. Not at all. The 26th. Same thing. Fever. Very high. Again. Doctor. I called his doctor. Back and forth. And didn't sleep. I stayed up. I stayed up with my son. Okay. That's the 25th. This is the 26th now. Sorry. This is the 26th. Fever very high again. This is the 27th. I told his doctor, I took him down to his doctor. At 8:45, I entered into his doctor's office. I said, Doctor, he's not feeling good. Something is wrong. The doctor said to me, Miss Collins, calm down. As me and the doctor was talking, Jacob vomited on the doctor. Following that, the doctor looked at me. I looked at the doctor. The doctor said, oh my gosh. He grabbed one of his slips and he wrote this out. He said, contact this doctor. He is the chief of pediatrics. He is my colleague. We studied together. Get him down to that hospital. You see the date? Get him down to that hospital as quick as you can and give him this note from me. You see that? All right. My son, he was only 5, was admitted on that very same day. Okay? Then you came back. Then you came back on that 26th. On this day. On the 26th. Day before he was admitted into the hospital with a fever. Rocks and debris on his fucking bed again. On his bed again. While he laid, I'm like, what the hell? I grab him up out of that room. Put him in my bedroom. You assholes. You came again with your asbestos abatement. And you came again on the 26th. You came again. Alright? I asked you about lead. Oh, you don't have any lead in your building. There's no lead. This is Ocean Hill, Brownsville houses. Okay? This is the St. Park Rock. Lead was found. It was found in here. I made a phone call. I need you to check my apartment for lead. Miss Collins, you don't have no lead. Okay, so that video that I made with the brown water, what the fuck was that? All right, nonetheless, what did I do? I went here. I went here, and I took out an HP action against you, New York City Housing Authority. I took out an HP action against you. Okay, for you to make repairs. All right? According to this judge, this is what you were told to do. Replace windows throughout apartment. You was told 5 times by this judge to replace the windows. You see who she told to do that? Him. And he had the audacity to tell the clerk inside that little room, I'm not giving Miss Collins new windows. All right, you idiot, whoever you are, you person here. You're the reason why this is a problem. You and that housing assistant person, a.k.a. Walton, whatever her name is. It's because of you. Okay. So, your asbestos abatement, here you are. Your asbestos abatement. The judge said, get those windows out of her apartment. Get those windows out of her apartment. Get them out. To this day, those windows are still here. And I'm going to show you something. All right. So you didn't remove the windows as you was instructed. You didn't get rid of the mold. Mold. You didn't do anything. Okay. All right. I took you behind back to court. I took you back to court. This judge, along with this judge, told you, New York City Housing Authority, to get these window frames the hell out of there. You came to my apartment and you took out the glass and you left the frames. You just took out the glass and you left the frames. Like, really? So basically, you give the court. And this is just 1, 2, and another judge as well. And another judge as well, you gave them all the finger. Okay? You gave them all the finger. You gave my representative, my attorneys, you gave them the fingers. You were very rude, disrespectful. You gave them all the finger. You gave them the finger. You said whatever. You gave HPD the finger. This person right here was at every single hearing. Was at every single hearing and was told straight to his face, replace these windows. To this day, windows are not replaced. So I said, okay. We went back to court. And I said to this attorney, I said, we are now in contempt. This is a contempt. This is a contempt. The judge listened to everything I had to say. She saw my entire presentation, and she was very pissed off. And she asked, Ms. Collins, can you please, give them a second chance? So this is what I did. I said, okay, on this day, this is what I did. I withdrew. Nobody can withdraw a contempt but the plaintiff. I am the only one who can withdraw a contempt motion. I am the only one who can withdraw it. Okay? It doesn't say it was dismissed. It says it was withdrawn. I withdrew it at the request of the court. Because you, NYCHA Housing Authority, you said that you would take these windows the hell out of here. I don't give a damn about the other residents in this building. Everybody's saying, oh, what if she gets new windows? Because she went to court. That's why she's getting new windows. She went to court not once, not twice, repeatedly. That's why. She has a court order, a sole order, to get her windows out. Now, if you want your fucking windows out too, if you want your issues to be addressed, then take your behind the court too. Don't worry about what Ms. Collins is doing. Because Ms. Collins is doing something. I'm not out there smoking weed and crack and this, that, and the third. I'm not doing that. I'm here fighting for my right to live the way I'm supposed to live. Me and my child. Anyway, this is going to be a part 2. In addition to that, these are letters from my son's doctor. This is 2017. Okay? Due to his health. Due to his health. Okay? You see this? This is a letter from his primary care physician. All asking for him to be removed, to be given a reasonable accommodation. Okay? That's 2017. This is 2015. This is 2016. Same case scenario. Please put my client, put my patient into an apartment where he can breathe. This is a letter from the senator. Okay? This is a letter from the senator saying the same thing. In regards to the Ocean Hill Brownsville Apartments 2041. All right. This is from the Assemblywoman's office, her constituent, who I sat with, who know the whole thing. Everything. So when I say Ocean Hill Brownsville, what does this say? Ocean Hill Brownsville as far as lead? All right. Okay. Okay. So what are you doing, Ms. Collins? What am I doing? Here, NYC, these people stepped in. This is a letter saying the same thing that the Assemblywoman said and the senator has been saying. Asking for the same thing. Urging the same thing. Okay. I put in a reasonable accommodation transfer. You denied me. So I asked for a grievance. This grievance in 2015 was sent out of the office of this Assemblywoman's office. Okay? Her constituent faxed this to you, NYCHA Housing Authority, and you ignored it. All right? We sent another one. 2016. Okay? You disapproved. All right. So as a result of your disapproval, as a result of my application, okay, this is what I did. I'm going to show you what I did. See this? It's called grievance stipulation of adjournment. 2 attorneys is on that one. This is a grievance now. You see the dates? See that? Okay. All right. Seriously? So we went from 2010, 2015. I gave you guys all that time to correct this, to fix this. And it had to go to a grievance hearing. It had to be it. Let me tell you something. You better dig deep. You better dig deep. Because if I put this in front, if I put all of these papers And all of these photos. Let me show you what happened with this 2015 repair. You call yourself repairing my apartment? All right. Remember these windows that y'all saw them cutting open and busting open or whatever? Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. Let me just show you. I'm running out of time, but I don't care. Let me show you. Okay. This is what they did. They put wood on the window sills. Okay? They used wood. They put wood on the windows. They put wood on the windowsill. When I made that video of them cracking open the walls and whatever the case may be, this, that, and the third, whatever, all of this, you see this? That's still in my son's room. That's hidden behind plaster or whatever they did. Whatever the case is, they did that. Okay? When they did this, they put wood on top of this. Okay? And that is what I showed you in the first video, in the first picture that I showed you. Okay? They put wood. Okay? They put wood board. They put wood board here. Okay. Let me show you what that wood board looks like right now. This is what the wood board looks like right now. You see that? Rain coming in by way of these windows that they never replaced. Rain. Rain came in. And look at this. Just take a look at this. You see that? Do you see this? This is wood. This is water damage. This is water damage.